Finally, man, Dave East is in the building.
Angie, what's good, man?
Woo! I hate that you're from New York and that it's taking us, I don't know why it's taking us so long.
Be busy.
I know. And you've been busy, you know what I mean? On the come up is a busy time for somebody.
Extremely.
It's been many years on the come up, actually.
I'm still on the come up. Like, I'm not in yet.
Technically, you haven't even put out your debut album.
Nah, nope.
Which is nutty to me, which sounds crazy.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? The last project I just put out, the Kairi Chanel project, it got misinterpreted as my debut album. I guess just because of all the press around it. I just did a partnership with Def Jam.
And they were like, it's here.
Before,
yeah.
But that ain't my album.
But what's the difference? I feel like you did mad mixtapes, and they're like the length of an album.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between a mixtape and your album?
The mode, I mean, and the marketing behind it. Honestly, with me, I feel like when my album come out, you're gonna see it everywhere. Like I want to be billboards on the highway, 46 Times Square. I want real promotion of my album coming out. You know what I mean?
But sonically, is it gonna sound different than what like the mixtape sound like?
I feel like in all my music, you're gonna hear growth.
Yeah.
Because from Hate Me Now to the Kairi Chanel project, my life changed tremendously. You know what I'm saying? I recorded, when I was doing Hate Me Now, I was still living in the projects. I was in Ravenswood, housing right by Queensbridge. That's really how I met Jungle and all of them.
Yeah.
But within a year, and I just dropped this project, I moved. I'm not in the hood no more. I moved my mother. I've been to Tokyo, Japan. I did a whole tour off the mixtape in damn near every state in America. So my life is changing, you get what I'm saying? And I'm a person that bases the majority of my music, 90% of my music is off live, like real life experiences.
Yeah.
So the more my life changes, you'll hear it. And I feel as though by the time my debut album drop, I ideally want to drop it around this time next year.
Next year.
You know what I mean?
But don't wait too long, because don't you feel like there's something about your first album that should feel like you just about to, you know what I mean? It shouldn't be fully the evolution. It's just your first album.
I just feel like it's so much I still haven't done before. I mean, and I feel like for my name and what I represent and what I feel like I mean to the culture of hip hop today, that album gotta be. You know what I mean? That joint gotta be that.
Are you gonna be one of the people that you put so much pressure on yourself that
because I
never comes out? It's gonna be like a detox.
Nah, never. We dropping. Okay. We definitely dropping. I'm definitely a priority in the Def Jam building.
As you should be.
What I mean? But I just feel as though I haven't been on a real tour. You know what I mean? Like I did my own little tour, but I want to go on a tour. You know what I mean? Like where
with some paper behind it.
With some paper behind it. You know what I mean? A couple bigger artists. You know what I mean? Where it's really by the time that album drop, I can feel in my own mind like, nah, Atlanta love me, Chi-Town love me, LA. Like I know I didn't win and gain that love. You know what I mean?
You want to set yourself up for the win.
For the win. I don't want it to just be New York. Get what I'm saying? Because it's New York, when you from here and this is all you know, is big. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, this is New York. Once you leave New York, this shit is little.
How are they treating you outside of New York now?
It's crazy.
Is it already crazy or is it still kind of building?
It depends on where. Like LA love me. I get super love in LA that I didn't even foresee happening like that. You know what I mean? Atlanta, I get crazy love in Atlanta. It's still a lot of markets I haven't
small
really.
Little towns.
I haven't really got to spend that much time in these places. Like I really get to spend the majority of my time outside of New York in LA. I do a lot of recording out there. Me and Nipsey close. I mean, there's a few artists over there I'm locked in with. And it's just really good for my peace of mind. I get tired of New York sometimes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just the constant. I be needing to breathe for a minute. So it's usually LA. But everywhere else, I'm really trying to close them gaps up. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the tri-state is feeling me. Philly, Boston, CT, Jersey. But I need that love. In Texas and Arkansas.
Yeah,
and,
it's
you know
always
what I mean?
Arkansas,
Word. I'm trying to take this over.
Yeah, what is your vision for you? Because I could tell like you are clearly like a student of the game. Like you pay attention to blueprints and how people have done it. And I mean, even, just your whole format, you could tell like you're a fan of the music and the culture. So what do you see for yourself? Like where do you want yourself to be in like a couple of years?
Honestly, I want to be, for this generation, what Jadakiss and Nas and Kim and Jay-Z was for me. You know what I mean? Like, and then they was able to take the spitting and look at them today. You know what I mean? I just feel like that's the key to get in. for me, I can't sing. I mean, I don't know how to. I don't like how I sound with auto-tune. You know what I mean?
You tried it?
I tried it. I don't even like how I sound. I don't have a dance, so it's like it's nothing catchy with me. It's just gonna be, you're gonna like it or you not. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be real. Yeah. And it's gonna come from a certain cloth and a certain what I grew up on. I mean, I didn't grow up on no bubble gum.
It's so necessary though.
You know
There's nothing wrong with dancing and singing.
I love it. I be in this club dancing to all the new popular dances. Like, I'm into that, but I can't wake up in the morning and do that. Yeah. Or if my man just died, or if something real just happened, rent due, I don't want to hear that dance. I mean, I want to hear something that's going to motivate me to get through that situation I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the void. Like, where is that? Especially amongst the newer dudes. You know what I mean? Like, everybody is so caught up with a rollie or like, I got this. I mean, I guess it's rapper.
That's very rappery and very
come with
flashy.
Being a rapper. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be in the club next to this one and I'm looking. You know what I mean? So I don't care about none of this shit. And it's like it's makeup. I mean, it's smoke and mirrors, man. But the substance is the music and the time I'm putting into the music and the story I'm trying to get out. You get what I mean?
That's when it matters.
That's what matters. And I want kids that's 17 right now to grow up to my music. Same way when Nas dropped, and I'm not trying to compare me and him and that's big bro, but I want to do my own thing. I don't want to be in that shadow. But at the same time, I feel like you had to grow up to really understand what Nas was talking about. I mean, a lot of that stuff he was saying on Illmatic, he was 19 when that came out?
Yeah.
You couldn't grasp all that right then and there. By the time you're 26, 27, you've been listening to it for years.
It resonated.
This shit is the soundtrack to people's life, you feel me? So I want to be that dude for this generation where you really growing up off my music and it's getting you through them situations where your homie might die or somebody might go to jail, or you know what I'm saying? Or the good or the bad. It's because growing up in the ghetto is a mixture of all of that. I mean, it's a lot of bad, but it was a lot of good. I mean, so I just want to be the voice for that. I feel like that's gone, man. If it ain't coming from Nas or Jay or Kiss or Fab, like, who is it coming from? You know what I mean?
It's not that many.
These days, who is it coming from? Shouts to Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. They push it. They push it. I mean, they push the culture, but I don't really hear nobody that's taking their time to really become like, you know what I mean? Like, I can remember looking at dudes like they were superheroes. Like, Nas and them was...
Because they give you food that, like, affects your life. Like, shit that you're dealing with, they give you as tools. When those things change your life. I had Biggs here the other day. We were talking about the 20th anniversary of Reasonable Doubt. Yeah. And they have this tree about how many people it affected. And I was like, but beyond that tree, the thought of, like, being, like, like, putting your money on yourself and going against the system and being, like, that type of thing resonates with people's lives.
Mad
like,
people.
You know what I'm saying? You
people
hold
that
on
ain't
to
had nothing
that.
to do with Rockefeller.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's real.
So I get that, and I love that that's what you aspire to do. But do you feel pressure? Because I feel like there's so much heat on you as, like, you know, when that light is on you, like, what's he about to do? I feel like, you've been working for a long time, and now you're here at this moment, but everybody's looking at you like, what's it going to be?
Yeah. And I like that. You know why?
Do?
Because it's like, I'm just being me. I feel like when people been living a lie or they've been fabricating whatever, that's when that pressure comes. Because then when them eyes is on you, it's like, how long can I keep this going? I'm just telling y'all about my life and what's going on in my life and what I've seen, what I've personally done myself or what my man done personally done or what I just was around. And I feel like for that to kick through, I ain't got no single. You know what I'm saying? I don't have, like we were just saying, I don't have these catchy dances and none of this. So it's like, for that to push through, like it's pushing through, ain't no gimmick. You know what I'm saying? It's as real as it's going to get because I stuck to me. You know what I mean? People was telling me, like, oh, you're gonna need a club joint, bro. Like, you're going to have one of those.
Are you, like, anti-having one, though?
No, I want one.
Oh, you do want one?
I want a club record, but it's like, that ain't my focus. Like, I don't care about it.
If it happens organically.
That shit happen, it happen. If it don't, it don't. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, even Nas had, like, you know, some Uchi Wali's and things like that.
You know what I'm saying? But that came later. Like, he ain't come out. You know what I'm saying? When you first with me, I want to get an understanding, like, when it come to that rapping and that, leave him alone. That's what I mean. He get busy with that. Yeah. Now everything else, let me start experimenting. Let me try to start crossing over and start. I mean, those are things that are challenges.
Let me get his auto tune to try again.
Let me try this one. Me and Fab got a little tune on the record. I'm I ain't really feeling that, but it's still,
because Fab's like that too. He has a very specific style, but then every now and then he'll play and try with something.
It's just, you know what it is? It's the experimenting and just seeing. That you got to change with the time. That's what I love about Fab more than anything. He know how to stay up to date with everything. You get what I'm saying? And consistent, up to date. Like, he be hip to the younger stuff more than me. I'm like, yo, what little dude you got around you, or that's just putting you on to everything constantly, but
and he doesn't do a lot. He just does just enough to
stay
still matter and relevant. It's true. It really is a gift the way he manages to kind of like keep his career going. Yeah. It's definitely a gift.
I speak with him and Nas more than anybody.
Do you really?
Yeah. That's really, I salute Fab all the time, because a dude in his position and his, he don't have to really have to get next to the next young dude coming up out the city or whatever, but he took that right on. Like, he treat me like little bro. Like, you feel me? Like, from fashion to everything.
Did he come out of the show the other day?
The Highline?
Was it Highline? Yeah. He came, yeah. Fab was Highline. You had a Highline and Irving Plaza. You did.
I did. YG brought me out of Irving Plaza.
Irving Plaza. Yeah. And then and Nas came out too on Highline.
Highline. Nas came out. Fab came out. Cam
brought
came
you
out.
Irving, right.
Lil Durk came out. Jeezy was there and he left.
But why did Cam and Jimmy do all of this inside your Instagram? You trying to mind your business.
I was just paying homage. I paid both of them homage.
What happened there?
That's who I grew up on, watching Jim and Cam, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on with them two, but I don't feel like my Instagram was the place for it. But
Have you reached out, or they reached out, or no?
Yeah, I spoke with both of them.
You told them to get off your damn gram?
Not even that. It's just like with me, it's funny. You know what I mean? I was laughing at it because, like, why you pick my gram to do that? But at the same time, it's like,
now everybody's going to your gram, by the way.
Your
followers got to be up today.
What kid said controversy sell? So.
Because didn't they put it out like Shade Room and Ball Alert and all of that? Oh, yeah, so your followers are way up.
It's everywhere, man.
And I don't worry so much about that, because I feel like they have so much history with each other that they could be fighting one month and not fighting the next month. And hopefully, whatever's going on with them, hopefully it will pass.
When you knew somebody all your life, man, I go to war with my brother all the time. But like I said, I'm younger than them. They older than me, so I don't know the exact what issue they have. I'm just trying to keep the tradition going and put on for Harlem. That's all I could do. I watched both of them coming up. They got a lot to do with why I'm even doing what I'm doing, or even repping what I rep. Mm-hmm. So.
And they both showed you love, right?
Yeah. I'm on Cam. I'm on Jim last album. Cam on my recent project. Like, it's love. Like, I've been knowing these dudes mad long, so it's just a good look. Jim knew me before I was rapping. I was just coming to his studio, sitting in there smoking, wasn't rapping. So
what? How'd you know him? Just from uptown?
Just through family and mutual friends and stuff like that. But it's all Harlem, man. So at the end of the day, I just feel like they could do that. You know what I'm saying? Only Jim and Cam know.
I noticed you didn't jump in
with Jim and Cam.
I noticed you didn't jump in and with the get off my page.
It ain't got nothing to do with me, man. So it's like I'm sitting back sipping tea. I'm like Kermit. I'm tea sipping, just watching.
You come and creeping like everybody else.
I'm just like, oh, this what y'all doing today? They both had time, but it's dope.
What is your background? Are you mixed? Are you Dominican and
I'm
Black
Dominican
and Dominican,
and
Bayesian
mm-hmm.
and Dominican?
My father's from Barbados, and my mother's side Dominican.
Do you speak Spanish?
Nah. It's horrible.
I can, but it's really bad. And so I'd be embarrassed to do it in front of people because I feel like they make fun of me. But every now and then when I'm forced, right? You've heard me speak Spanish, honey. How is it?
I could greet you all day. I could pull up on you and say, and what's up? And then after that,
you can order food, right?
Yeah.
You can order food?
I'd be lost all the way. My mom's only spoke like my granny when they was mad with me. You know what I'm saying? If she really was trying to get her point across,
do you understand it though if somebody speaks to you?
A
little bit. And so you're like second or third generation? Or second? Third. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's like me. That's what happens is that they stop talking in the house and then you lose it.
But see, I also, like, my father was really like the power in my crib. So I got, like, all of my friends, I grew up with a lot of Latino friends and I was in that culture as well, but I was really on the West Indian. I ate more peas and rice than mango.
Really? You're missing out on some good food, man.
No, I ate it. I was more, like a lot of my mother's siblings, her brothers and sisters, they not they wasn't in New York. They down south or was in DR. So my family in New York, rest in peace, Mom, Barbara, like they Bayesian. I mean, so I was smelling that in the house and eat. I mean, I was more around that. But just being in Harlem, I was always around Latinos, everything, Dominicans, Ricans, Cubans. One of my best friends was Puerto Rican, Cuban, like, so that I got hot blood. You know what I'm saying? I got my household. I got all that going on. You know what I mean?
Oh my God! And your daughter is so cute.
Thank you.
That is a cute baby. And we were talking about this earlier because we were on your page. We was comment creeping on your page, and you could just tell how much you like. You're just obsessed with her. I'm obsessed with her. She mixed too. She Puerto Rican. Her mom is Puerto Rican.
Her mother 100% Puerto Rican. She
speaks Spanish. Mm-hmm. She got to make sure the baby speaks Spanish.
I know. I be on her all the time. Like, yo, talk Spanish to her. Like, she don't want. Her mother do.
Speaks it.
Her mother speaks.
But if she don't speak it to her, she's not gonna know it.
She's not gonna know it.
Because you ain't gonna help.
I'm like, what's the purpose of getting a, like in the hood we always want a bad Puerto Rican or. What's the point of getting with a Puerto Rican or a girl of
she
that?
She can't teach your kid.
You can't even talk it. Like, or you don't talk it. Like, that's the whole...
Hey, I resent that. There's plenty of other amazing things about us.
I know. Okay? But that's like 30% of it. I always want to hear that in my ear, like, Poppy, that's... I mean, I be wanting to hear that.
I mean, that's easy. Even if your Spanish ain't good, you can pull that off.
Puerto Ricans is black, man. They be talking black. Dominicans, too.
I've heard this before. You know the girls really like you. So I've been hearing that. You have to have been. I'm sure this happened before you were a rapper, but when you become a rapper and people started to really know you, because I have definitely been in certain rooms and because I've seen you a few times recently, and I've witnessed the reaction of the ladies in the room, and I was like, wow, he's like really like popping with these girls out here. But I guess this was probably before, right? Too.
I mean, I was never ugly. I don't think I ever was ugly, but I used to be real broke.
that does affect the number of women that are interested. I used to be
real broke. I wasn't always hanging out with Nas and Fab, and that wasn't always.
You didn't always have this diamond watch.
I didn't always have a rollie. I didn't. There's a lot of things that I wasn't doing before, and there was a lot of places where I tell the homies all the time, like when you're subject to being in a certain environment, you have to understand what comes with that and what type of women you're gonna be subject to dealing with. Not saying all women in the hood are. Is something wrong with them? I love it. You get what I'm saying? But you're not going to be able to be in the mixes with them other type of women. You get what I'm saying? Like if you're always in the hood. So now I'm at a party Nas might invite me to, or I'm at this Gucci event, or I'm at this, you know what I'm saying? I'm at different events now. So I just feel like I'm being seen more. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I was hiding. The projects was hiding me for years. Like I'm the same
now
dude. You're
on display.
Now I'm out. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that got a lot to do with it.
How are you dealing with all this extra attention? Are you enjoy it or does it get on your nerves?
A little of both.
Yeah.
Because it's like I have my daughter now. So before I had nothing but time and the super carefree attitude. I ain't really care. Like, we can get locked up tonight. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like I always thought like that. But now it's like if it ain't really putting a substantial amount of money in my pocket or if it's not substantial towards my career, I don't want to do it. I don't want to be around it. I'd rather be in the crib with my daughter watching Doc McStuffins. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd much rather be doing that because I know when it's all said and done, that's who cares for me. Yeah. And that's who really going. I guess if I say I don't want to rap no more, all this shit going to die. You know what I'm saying? Like, this going to go right away.
Yeah.
She going to love me. You know what I mean? She going to still be happy when she see me. So it's like, that's who I'm trying to really do this for and really secure her situation so she ain't got to worry about the elevator being broke and walking up the staircases in the projects, or she ain't got to worry about getting robbed, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't got to worry about a lot of the things I was thinking about as a child. You know what I'm saying? These things was in my mind early. I could get shot, or I could get robbed, or this could happen. Kids ain't supposed to be thinking like that, but if you in that environment,
did any of that stuff happen to you? Robbed, shot?
Yeah, I've been robbed. I've been grazed. I've been stabbed.
Where?
In my arm. I've been grazed in my leg. I got grazed by it was some bullshit. Like it wasn't supposed to be for me. Like somebody picked the gun up and just started shooting. As soon as they picked it up, they didn't aim it.
Somebody you knew?
Nah, I ain't know.
Oh, you just was somewhere and they were just shooting?
Yeah, it was 4th of July. We was all together. I think of some argument or something popped off. A gun fell. I'm leaning on the car, smoking, chilling. As soon as he picked the gun up, he let it off like 3 times. And I ain't even peep. I got hit till like I was gone. Like I had ran.
How does that happen?
I ain't feel it. My leg was bleeding. I'm like, I ain't fall. But this shit went like Side of my leg, in and out.
Shit.
Got stabbed in the back of my arm right here, fighting. I went to swing, and somebody pulled a blade out, hit me. All that come with just being, you know what I'm saying? Being in them areas. And I always was tall, you know what I'm saying? So, like, if a nigga shoot off, like,
he don't want to fight you.
I got to get low, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's probably hard for you to get low so tall.
Very.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'5".
Do you play basketball?
I used to.
Oh, good?
Yeah, I had.
You better be able to play 6'5".
I had 2 Division I scholarships. I played for University of Richmond.
I didn't know that.
Played for University of Richmond in 06, 07. I got kicked out of there. I got in a fight with one of the team captains.
Way to go.
Yeah. I was hard to talk to at 18, 19, 20, 21. I wasn't trying to hear it. Like, then I got a scholarship. I came back to New York. I was playing at like Hunter College, Summer Leagues, ISA, Dykeman, Ruck. I was playing all of that. Got a scholarship to Towson University in Baltimore. And when I got there, Kevin Durant's older brother was my roommate. You know what I'm saying? So this was around the time where I was kind of falling off the ball, but I didn't know if I wanted to rap or not. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm not a rapper. I always said that to myself, like, I ain't no rapper. But now I'm rapping now, you know what I mean? But
that's so crazy that at that age you still didn't know.
I didn't know. And I was at 21, 22. I got locked up when I was 22. I did 6 months in Baltimore. So after that is when I really realized, like, ball is over. You know what I mean? Like, I knew I was still, like, I wasn't injured or nothing like that, but I just knew with my record and just how it had been going, I was like, this ball ain't going to work out the way I always dreamed it to work out. I didn't want to go to Turkey or Istanbul or one of these countries and making $20,000 a month. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not knowing nothing, the food, the language.
You wasn't into it.
I wasn't into that. You know what I mean? So, I left school and came back to New York.
So let me try this rap shit.
I didn't even get right into the rap.
So what age were you when you started rapping?
Serious?
Yes.
23.
That's crazy. And how old are you now?
28.
So you only been rapping for 5 years, and you have like, a dozen mixtapes.
I dropped my first mixtape 2010.
That was 6 years ago. So you've been rapping for 6 years, not 5 years. That's crazy.
Like serious, like telling myself, I'm going to the studio and I'm about to make music. Like I was always like just playing, joking around. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's pretty
Most
impressive.
kids in the hood playing ball or can rap. You know what I mean? Like you can run down on anybody. They got some balls for you. You know what I mean? But I took it.
I've heard some pretty bad bars from a lot of people.
I just took it serious, man. Like 2000.
It's amazing.
Summer 2010, going 2011. I was like, nah.
And now you're here, kid. Now you ready to go.
I've been watching you all my life. So it's like, now I'm up here with you. It's crazy.
It's pretty good. Now I'm happy you're here finally. I've been watching your movement for a while too. So we finally get to do this. It's dope. I love that Nas is EP in the album.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be dope.
That's major for me.
It is major.
That's major.
So how did you meet Nas? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You know what's crazy
when he came in, I was just saying, like, feel like everybody asked. We were saying everybody asked you that. So how'd you meet Nas?
He fell out the sky, man.
This is a better story. This is a good story. I was in the city and there was a helicopter and he jumped out of the helicopter and the Stillmatic album was playing.
It was playing.
You should just start adding mad shit.
I'm gonna start making it up. Like, this how this happened, man. We got in an argument. He was about to knock me out. You know what I mean? That's how we.
The jungle popped up.
The jungle popped up. He didn't know we was cool. Hey, I'm just start making stories up. But yeah,
But actually, Nas, when was he on the show? Like, I don't know, a year ago?
Like 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
That's actually when he came up here and did that, I hadn't signed with Master Pill yet. So it was like, I was like on the brink of it. Like we was really heavily saying like, yeah, I'm about to do it. Cause I didn't really care about no money or nothing like that. Like I'm like, yo, this is Nas. Like if he wants to sign me, like where do I sign? Like, you feel me? I'll get that money or whatever later. Like I knew that was gonna be a priceless relationship. And it is. You know what I'm saying? Like me and him, like I asked him for his blessings on Def Jam. If he wouldn't have been with that, I probably wouldn't have did it. You know what I mean? Like I asked him like, yo, how you feel about this? He like, let's go.
That's dope.
It's time for that machine. You know what I mean? Like it's only so much. And nothing against being independent, but I did that for years. You know what I'm saying? Like now
it's time to go next.
Now it feels good to be a part of a family, and you know what I'm saying? I'm when I go somewhere, I got 3-4 assistants. Like I feel like a rapper now.
You got a building behind you now.
Yeah, it feel dope. You know what I mean? I got They sending me cars and you got a driver here. And I didn't have all that before.
Okay, fancy. You got a Rolex.
It feel good, Ange.
Okay, I'm sorry. The Rolex keeps flashing me in my face. So, you know what I mean? So, wait. So, Nas came here 2 years ago. So, that means you had only been rapping like 3 years.
Yeah.
And that was the time that he kind of insinuated that there was something.
He was shouting the label out, Master P, because he already had, I was the last one he signed. So, he came on here. She was just, bigging the label up. And he was like, yo, shout out to my man Dave East. That's a new one. I can't really speak on it like that. You know what I'm saying?
And I was like, you just did.
You just did. And just off of that, it was like, yo, it was like the call was out. You know what I'm saying? Like everywhere I, and he said I was still living I was a 6E. I was in the projects when he said that. So
were you tuned in? Did you hear it on the radio?
Nah, I ain't hear it. Everybody called me like, yo, nah, I just said your name on 105. I'm like, no way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then I seen it, the footage of it. I'm like, this is crazy. But it was a weird moment for me.
I love that. That makes me feel connected to your story.
You are.
I love that.
You are. You was the first place he ever said it.
That makes me happy. So when we see you now, you know what I mean? When this album finally drops and it goes however many platinums and you're traveling the world, you know what I'm saying? Then I feel a little connected to your story.
Definitely a part of it.
Which is dope. I'm really happy for you, baby, and I can't wait to see, you know what I mean? Can't wait to hear this album finally. In the meantime, they could get the mixtape.
Yeah, get that Kairi Chanel. It's an EP, man. I feel like a mixtape. It's a mixtape, but I just feel like, I always thought a mixtape was like when you rapping over other people's beats. Like,
I know. But
like what Weezy was doing with all the mixtapes. Like I feel like them was mixtapes. Like I feel like I presented this and approached it and
like
came at it like an album. It's just not my album. You know what I mean?
This is a little weird messaging. It's a little weird with the messaging, but I get it.
I got everybody think that like, why that ain't your album? Because me personally, I want Jay-Z and Nas on my album. Both of them. You know
Can you do it? Have you spoken to them about it?
I feel like that's definitely attainable.
With Nas EPing, it definitely your chances shoot up.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely attainable. Nas is a go for sure.
Do you need them on the same song?
That would be iconic to me.
That would be ideal.
Yeah.
What about Kanye?
I'm a big Kanye fan. I actually want production from him more than anything.
Because I was thinking you could do a song called East West.
East
West.
See
what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying here? You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah. He's Gemini too, right?
If he's not,
Gemini,
he should be.
So
if he's not, he should be. You're one?
Yeah. We both Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
My kid is a Gemini, so I get it.
Oh, yeah.
I totally get it. So you want production from Kanye, you want Jay and Nas on a song.
I want production from J. Cole. I want to work with J. Cole too.
I was gonna say you need a verse from J. Cole too.
I want to. I spoke with Marsha Ambrosius from Floetry.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to actually do the record that I'm gonna dedicate to my daughter with her.
I love that.
Yeah.
What's your daughter's name?
Kairi Chanel.
Oh yeah, Kairi Chanel.
I named the tape after her.
Yeah, clearly.
And I want to work with Erica, man, Badu. And that's Nas. You know what I mean? Nas just did the land and all that with her. So like, I just feel like the people that I really want a part of my album is very attainable now. You know, me and Lenny, that's big bro. Jay just had me. He asked for me to come do the title show. So, and that was last minute. Like Wayno telling me like, yeah, they asked for you to be on the show.
They were always last minute. They always.
But that was so dope for me. Like, yo,
I'm
on the same stage
pull it off
with Nicki and
Beyonce.
That was major. You know.
And the crowd, and Jay was there watching from the suite.
In the crowd, I'm looking through, the whole crowd ain't know me, but each pocket I look at, somebody was familiar with what I was doing. So that just let me know, like, yeah.
You're on the right track.
We just starting.
And he's just starting, ladies and gentlemen.
Man. We just started.
Well, congrats, baby. I'm glad you finally made it.
No, thank you so much.
Can't wait for the album. Get to the EP in the meantime. Anything else people need to know?
Yeah, Kairi Chanel, man. Make sure y'all get that. Rest in peace to my cousin Malik Carter, Freaky. That's the one that told me to do this, man. He told me, take it serious, bro. They gonna love you.
So the pre-party, Stage 48, which is, Powerhouse on the 27th, the 26th is the night before. We're gonna be at Stage 48. I'm hosting with the Breakfast Club.
Oh, dope.
And Mr. East will be on the...
Man, pull up.
Justine Skye, AOJ.
I just met her. She dope.
Who?
Justine.
She's dope, right? I really like her.
I met her at the title show. She's dope.
Yeah, she's a cute girl.
She's dope.
And sweet. I met Kalani last night. You met her?
Kalani was actually, I performed on a yacht with Khaled. Khaled just opened up a Champs in his studio.
He did?
Down there for the Revolt.
A sneaker store?
He got a Champs in the studio.
Of course he does.
Shout out to Khaled, man.
Of course he does.
They gave him a Champs in the studio, but that night he had a yacht party. Me and Nas came out. We all rocked. But she was there, but I didn't get to get to meet her. I seen her in the pictures. I was like, damn, Shorty was there.
She's dope. I met her last night. Her and Chance were at the Alicia Keys thing.
Oh, okay.
That's dope. Anyway, so we'll be partying stage 48. Everybody come through one time for Dave East, please. Spot 105.1.